You signed up for a free trial. Maybe it was a streaming service, a meal kit, a software tool. You used it for a month, decided it wasn't worth it, and tried to cancel. And then the wall appeared. A phone number that puts you on hold. A cancel button that leads to 5 more screens. A chat window that never connects. That is not an accident. That is a business model. And as of 2024, the Federal Trade Commission has made most of it illegal. Everything in this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute legal or financial advice. Here's exactly what changed, what companies are now required to do, and how you can use this rule right now if you're stuck. Here's what the subscription trap actually costs people. The average American is paying for about 4 to 6 subscriptions they no longer use. That adds up to roughly $240 a year, wasted on services they tried to quit. And companies designed it that way on purpose. The practice has a name inside the industry. They call it a negative option. You signed up, so unless you fight your way through the cancellation process, they keep charging you. The harder they make that fight, the more people give up, and the more money stays on the table. The FTC first started addressing negative option practices back in 1973, but the rules had so many gaps that companies exploited them freely for decades. Gym memberships buried the cancellation clause in fine print. Software companies required a written letter sent by mail. Streaming services hid the cancel option 4 menus deep. Some people in this situation found out the company had been charging them for over a year after they thought they'd canceled, because the confirmation never came. And under the old rules, that was gray enough that companies could get away with it. That gray area is now gone. The FTC's click to cancel rule, finalized in October 2024 under the updated negative option rule, does 3 things that fundamentally change the game. Point 1. Cancellation must be as easy as sign up. Full stop. If you need to sign up online with 2 clicks, they must let you cancel online with 2 clicks. They cannot force you to call a number. They cannot require you to chat with a retention agent. They cannot redirect you to a form that goes nowhere. The law now requires that the cancellation mechanism mirrors the sign-up mechanism. That is the core of it. Think about what that means. Every single dark pattern, every deliberately confusing interface designed to wear you down, is now a potential FTC violation. We'd call that a trap with a paper trail. Has a company ever made you jump through hoops just to cancel something you already paid for? Drop it in the comments, I read every one. Point 2. Before a company can hit you with a save the sale pitch, they have to ask your permission first. You know the routine. You click cancel and suddenly there's a 3-screen intervention. Are you sure? Here's a discount. Here's a pause option. Here's a guilt trip. Under the new rule, companies can still do that, but they have to get your consent before launching into it. And they cannot use that process to delay or prevent the actual cancellation. If you say you want to cancel, that answer is final. They can offer alternatives, but your no ends the conversation legally. This is the part most people haven't heard yet, because the rule doesn't just say make it easy. It says they cannot weaponize the retention process against your stated intent. If a company has ever ignored your cancellation request and kept charging you anyway, this is the rule that now has your back. That's what we break down here every week, the rules companies hope you never find. Subscribe so you're the first to know when the next one drops. Point 3. Companies must send you a clear, simple reminder before any trial converts to a paid subscription. No more silent rollovers. No more waking up to a charge you didn't see coming. Under the updated rule, they are required to remind you the trial is ending and tell you exactly how to cancel before the charge hits. If they skip that step, they are in violation. Now here's our take on this, and we'll say it plainly. The FTC rule is real and it has teeth, but enforcement is not automatic. The FTC goes after companies at scale, not individual disputes. So some people in this situation will still need to escalate on their own. That means disputing the charge with your bank or credit card company, citing the FTC negative option rule in writing to the company directly, and if it's a pattern, filing a complaint at reportfraud.ftc.gov. That complaint costs you 10 minutes, and enough of them trigger investigations. So what do you do right now? If you're stuck in a subscription that's ignoring your cancellation, you have a federal rule behind you. Use it. Send the company a written cancellation, reference the FTC negative option rule by name, and dispute the charge if they keep billing you. That combination works. And if you want to know how companies bury the terms that make all of this possible in the first place, the fine print clause that most people sign without reading, The one that locks you into automatic renewal before you even know what happened. That breakdown is already on the channel. That one's next.